Now that we've gone over all the pages and how to go see projects and get projects done, let's go ahead and talk about a couple of these tabs that we see at the top here. So pages is just getting to these normal pages, but then we click on calendar and it takes us to the calendar for the class. We can click the arrow to go over to June and it's going to start to show us some different things. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this calendar. One, because it cuts things off, so you're not actually seeing everything that's due, or it leaves a blank dot because this is too long to show. It also shows when things open as well as close. So when you see a date, that's something closing, but when you don't see a time or date next to it, that's when something's opening. So my suggestion is use this calendar for one thing and one thing only: teacher help days. So your first teacher help day at Pius will be the 10th. So if you are needing assistance, you're having trouble understanding or doing an activity, this week, the week of June 8th, I will be at Pius at 9 o'clock, and if you click on that, it'll actually tell you that I'll be there from 9 to 12. And that I'm going to be on campus. You'll enter the school through the front. I'm going to have some signs posted directing to my classroom, but make sure that you're emailing me to let me know what time you're coming, so that way I can watch out for you, and that way maybe if I'm not seeing you, I can go to the front door because maybe the front door is locked or something. So we want to plan that and make sure that that's all set up. Week 2, it's going to be the 18th, and that one's going to be from 11 to 2. So you can come any time between that time. Third week, it's going to be the 22nd, and that one's going to be 8 to 11. And then your last week, the session is going to be on the 30th, and that's going to be from 9 to 12 again. So those are your teacher help days. Now, if you're looking to actually see what's due or what's opening on the day, what I want you to do is I want you to go back to pages and go down to the bottom where you see the calendar. This is on the welcome page, So at the bottom right, you see the little calendar. So maybe I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, well, the 8th is red, so I'm going to click on it and see what's going on. It's going to tell you that the quiz 1 is going to be opening for documents. Computer devices is going to be opening, so that just means this allows you to start typing in it. Computer technology discussion board is going to open. Introduction discussion board is going to close, and the student readiness quiz is going to be open, and actually, I'm sorry, it's going to be closing. Now, you'll notice here, if you hover over these little symbols, this one is an assessment, the little kind of like scroll looking page. The ones that are kind of like chat room looking things are the discussion boards. And then these ones are assignments. So this is where you're actually turning something into a Dropbox. All right, so then if we go to the 10th, okay, we can see your syllabus is due, and that's also the teacher help day. If we go to the 14th, now we see everything that's due on the 14th. The computer technology discussion board is going to close, it's due. The MLA research paper is due, advertisement flyer, resume, complaint letter, recipe, the social networking safety project, computer devices discussion forum, advertisement discussion forum, science review, and quiz 1. All of these things are due on the 14th at the latest. It doesn't mean that you have to turn it that day. You could turn it in before. Okay, and you have until midnight on the 14th to turn it in. As long as you get it in by midnight, then you're okay. So you can continue to do that for all of those days. That's where I would go for the calendar. Now, I talked a little bit about the class cafe, but not too much. So if you click on this, this is just a place to go and ask questions. So for instance, if you decide to start early, I'm sending this out today and you're getting it and it's, let's say, June 1st. And class doesn't start till June 8th, and you're going to get a head start and you're going to start, completing some of this work. But I'm not going to be available this week. This is my vacation week before the class actually starts. So you have a question. Well, this is a place where you can ask the peers or your instructor. So you could post a question and maybe there's somebody in the class who understood that or found the answer and they could answer that for you. It's a great way for you guys to be able to work together as if you're sitting in the classroom and you're collaborating. So you want to use this as a place to go and ask questions. All right, now back up at the top, Connect. Connect, you can go and find announcements, but announcements are posted on the main page. You can also go to Discussions. So you click on Discussions, It takes you to the page. These are all the discussions for the entire semester or term. So you'll notice the cafe never closes, but other ones do close. And so you'll go through here and you'll complete these as you need to. Dropbox is also under Connect. If you click on Dropbox, this is where you'll also see the Dropboxes for you to turn in your assignments. If you do not know how to use the Dropbox, again, I gave you a link to the Haiku learning tutorial about how to use it. You need to go and do that. That was sent to you when you were accepted into the class. So you're going to see something where it allows you to hand it in, and that's going to allow you to turn in your different documents. Now, when I grade your documents, I'm going to be able to annotate those documents. And so what's going to happen is you might turn in your flyer and I might say, well, Susie, your font needed to be at least 16 point. And I would write that there on the flyer. I'm going to hand that back to you. And for you to get that feedback, you're going to need to come to Dropbox. You're going to click on here, Connect, Dropbox, and you're going to see next to the activity, it's going to say new. Now, none of these are saying that right now because none of you have turned anything in, but it will say new. And when you click on it, it'll take you to my feedback. And I'm going to send you a video that's going to explain that a little bit more, but that's how you'll be able to see that feedback. Polls and wiki pages we won't be using, so you don't need to worry about those. Assess activities. We won't be using activities, but we will be using assessments. So you can click on assessments. And again, this is where all of your quizzes are going to be for the term. So this is where you can come and take them. If you take them early, the grade goes in as is, even if you get a 20. If you take them and you get cut off, grade goes in as is. So you have to make sure that you're prepared and you're doing what you need to in order to complete it to the best of your ability and get the best grade that you possibly can. All right, so I think I have actually gone over all of Haiku and what all Haiku contains. So if you have any other questions, feel free to email me, but that's it. You can refer back to these videos at any time. They are always going to be open and available to you. And I look forward to working with you this summer, and I wish you all the best of luck.